5 minutes. Start and go drop another marker. Let me get back into the game. Alright. But I had a little bit of a buffer, just because I know I might go rambling about some dumb shit at the end of the video. Not that I haven't been rambling about dumb shit this entire stream. Alright. Nope, I did terribly, but what's new? Get some judge blood based on your current progression level, 10% of total spent. Probably a minimum 1. Yeah. Doesn't really progress much at all. Generally speaking, it's going to be a long time before I get more than 1 out of 10%. At least depending on if it rounds up or not. I don't know. Maybe it does round up and it's not going to take that long. Maybe it starts with just 15 judge blood spent. Yeah, I really like this game. I like the fast-pacedness of it. I like how precision is a factor, even if I'm terrible at precision. You know, I've got some disabilities on me that make it precision a little difficult. So do forgive my terrible gameplay. That's the excuse I'm going to use for how bad I am at games. But that doesn't mean I can't enjoy games. If I couldn't enjoy... Like, frankly, whenever someone says, oh, you hate this game, you must be bad at it, I think that reflects a lot more on them and how they view goodness or badness of a game. Like, why do you assume someone not liking a game means they suck at it? Like, is that how you view things? Do you not like games you suck at? Why not? Sounds like you can't have fun. Sounds like you can't just enjoy things. That's not my problem. Like, I am bad at Soulsborne games. That's not why I'm not... That's not why I don't like them. I have other reasons. I like tons of games. Like, pretty much every game I played in this channel so far is a game I really like. And pretty much all of them, I'm bad at. Doesn't mean I can't have a good time. It doesn't mean I can't commentate. It doesn't mean, like, I can't enjoy myself while playing them or give them high praise. You've been watching me suck at this game for over 30 minutes now. And yet, I'm still loving myself on it. I'm still deeply enjoying this game, despite being terrible at it. And for some reason, I get the feeling the judge is going to be down here. Alright. Hopefully, we can get past the bodybuilder at least one time. Okay, I was wrong. I was dead wrong for my assumptions about where the judge would be. Oh well, live and learn. Maybe I'll be close, who knows. Maybe I can be close and then pretend I knew all along. And that I was just trolling. Or maybe I'll die right now. I guess we'll never know if I was close. I don't think this game has wasted input seeds, unfortunately. So we can't know for certain. Here's a whip attack and landing on the ground from dash. Enemies smash enemies are protected toward the enemies with more damage. Lethal club drives up here. What? Have a compass and standing still. Blast it to a point towards the next guardian or towards the judge. If the guardian's already been taken down. That sounds useful. Oak skin. We're gonna go ground pound. Sure. And we're gonna go resilient. And then we're not gonna go anything else. Dirty berry. Bullets fire at last 2 have 50% chance to damage done it. Probably more damage. I missed a word, I would assume. Drink a little bit of coffee got from Dunkin'. They didn't get my order right, but you know, who cares? It wouldn't have changed the price. Those employees are probably overworked and underpaid anyways. So I never really have the heart to complain about, like, you know, restaurants getting my order wrong, because I've worked in the restaurant industry. I know it's brutal on employees. Like, they got maybe a half a dozen orders they gotta complete in like 2 minutes. Like, that's not enough time to get anything right all the time. Like, I worked at McDonald's. When I worked there, like some years ago, every single order, like no matter how big it was, had to be out the door in 2 minutes. And that might sound like plenty of time. For smaller orders it was, but even if someone ordered like, say 5 Happy Meals, 2 minutes. Everything's gotta be done. Like 6 completely different meals in one order, 2 minutes. Someone orders an entire like 40 chicken nuggets, and we don't even keep that much, and we don't even have that much lying around, so we have to make a whole new batch. It still looks bad on you if it's done in over 2 minutes. Like, it's brutal. Like, there's times where you just can't win no matter how good you do. And it's really stressful and leads people always rushing to get things done, and that leads to wrong orders. Like, if you want to bitch at like fast food employees for their orders, like maybe direct that attention towards like their corporate overlords. You know, at their bosses, at like McDonald's CEOs. Like, they're the ones causing all these wrong orders because they're so hyper focused on like meeting 2 minutes that they don't give a shit if that's literally impossible, and they just gotta rush you to achieve a completely unrealistic standard. Looks like everything's over this way. Right, tab again. Right, I keep expecting escape to just close things in games. And generally, I find it annoying when hitting escape doesn't just close whatever screen you're on. Like, I kind of wish all games just had escape as a universal, like, close menu button. Like, I get that pause is also like escape, and so it might be a little awkward to some people, but honestly, I think it matters much more to just have escape always be consistent in what it does. So, okay, if I hit escape, then I just exit this menu, then I have to hit escape again to pause. Like, maybe that's a little bit annoying to some people, but is it more annoying than forgetting what button actually closes a menu? I don't think so. I think having a universal close menu button is a bit better than having every menu closed with hitting whatever button opens it again. But again, this is my opinion. I'm not a game developer. I don't know the facts behind these things. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe most players actually prefer that. I am not every player. Alright, I want to go up first. I want to see what the Blood Ultra has. Oh, fuck. I do gotta get used to how the cursor works. Maybe I can change that instead. I don't know. Maybe. 50% more damage per missing HP. That's 5%. Faster to 2. Reloading energy slowly recharges automatically with their enemies around. Sure. Does that mean what I think it means? I'll take a strong shield. Uh-oh. I lost it by being dumb. Fuck. Nah, I've been doing terribly in this fight in general. Ow, I'm taking a lot of damage I don't need to be taking. Can you just keep doing the big shots one, please? That seems much easier to dodge. It seems like a much easier attack to avoid. Can you keep doing that? Alright, now we're dead. I do find it unlikely we'll be surviving a boss encounter, but you don't know till you try. We just gotta go in. Let's see if we clear body boulder, even though our health is real low. Oh, come on. Okay, so the return trip of the fish doesn't damage us. Good to know. Ow, but that does. Kind of unclear when the fist becomes a projectile that can hurt you and when it doesn't. Alright. I'm not good on the timing on dodging that. That's actually really helpful. Ow. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by spikes again. Not a huge fan of the fist attack. It's kind of unclear when you can and cannot get damaged by the fist, I gotta say. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't always been setting timers for... Because when I started with the 30-minute, like, cutoff thing, I wasn't setting timers for, like, when I should be ending the 30 minutes. So I was just kind of going off guesswork for the most part. Because I would also forget to keep track of, like, when that starts in OBS. So I'd be guessing, like, okay, when did I last cut off? I don't know why I wasn't just using timers. It makes my life a lot easier. Pieces of damage done enemies. Sure. Stop. There we go. Yeah, I'm not used to everything with this game yet. I've definitely got room to improve. You're basically watching me from the beginning of my journey in this game. Like, basically. It's been so long since I last played it, and I have barely any unlocks anyways. I guess I don't really need to restart the save file. I guess that wouldn't change tons. Okay, so where in the room they start is random. No, here, get up there. Ow. Jumped straight into it. It's on me. It's my fault. Ow. Come on, die. No, oh, yep. There should be it. There we go. Ah, nice. I think if you hit them enough after their death animation begins, you can get extra items, but I can't confirm or deny that. That'd be cool if that is the mechanic, though, but I feel like that's what happens. I feel like that's why it flashed twice there, but maybe it always does that, and I'm just wrong. I don't usually look up things about the games I play, because generally I find it more fun to just discover things as I go. That's how I enjoy things. I've never been much of a walkthrough guy. In fact, I feel if a game ever requires you to open a walkthrough, it's kind of bad design. Like, that's an unfun experience for the player to have to tune out of the gameplay to go look something up on a website. Especially because nowadays there's games that do that on purpose. Like, they set up ARGs and shit where to do something in game, you actually explicitly have to go online looking it up. Because there's literally nothing in the game that hints towards it. And that's, like, for some reason, a design feature. Like, why? Like, that just takes people out of the game. Why, literally? It takes them out of the game into, like, their phone or something, like a web browser. Like, why? Why would you want to do that? Like, why not just have things discoverable in-game? I feel like too many devs, like, lean on that now. On that knowledge. That they're just, like, you know, the internet. This easily accessible database of information. Like, not to be all back in my day. Not to be all, like, old man yelling at kids on his lawn. But... like, I remember back in the PS3 days, that wasn't much of a thing. Back in the Wii days, you know? That wasn't, like, a huge part of gaming. Like, you didn't really see that all the time. I think, like, that's much of a modern invention. Like, I'm assuming there's, like, examples of older games that do expect players to interact with the game's community to an extent. Like, but nowadays it feels so often. Like, Destiny is, like, horribly about this. There's a whole lot of that shit in Destiny like this. Whereas, like, there's no way in-game to figure out how to do something. You just gotta Google it. Especially Destiny 2, which has, like, it had a whole ARG for unlocking the weapon Bastion. In which, like, if that was just, like, community stuff, and you don't actually have to do any of that in-game, but, like, as the community finds stuff from the ARG, like, Bungie implements the stuff to the game, but there's, like, points to it for the players, like, that'd be cool. But if memory does serve correct, then the game relied on ARG stuff that you just had to look up. And that sucks. Maybe I'm thinking of something else a Bungie did. No, they did something like that in D2. I know that. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. That's possible. Anyways, it's done for 50% more time and take 10% more damage while stunned. I'll take you. Haven't unlocked Fury yet. Not entirely sure if Fury is. But I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Hopefully. Hopefully I can get some Judge Blood on me. Where did I get 3 Judge Blood? I thought I spent all my judge blood. Have I already killed 3 judges? Where'd I get all this blood? No, it's doing this. Alright, we're gonna keep going down. Yeah, I was right this time. My guesser isn't all that bad. Gotta be a little earlier on the draw. I think my problem is I keep worrying too much about being too late. Late. There we go. That, you know, I mean, I keep worrying about being too early. That I end up overcompensating and just being late. Oh. Ow. I think it's going to be a while before we land our first defeat on this guy. And this game's not like Binding of Isaac where there's different floor bosses. So we just got to kind of get good at this fight. we can't rely on getting a Larry Jr. and getting a really easy first floor clear, unfortunately. That one was too early. But I feel like the way... Ow. Right, overestimated my hitbox on that. Or did I think I underestimated my hitbox on that one. My fault. Allow you to throw bolts back at enemies with smash. Definitely taking that. The accumulation blood converts into judge blood when going back to the tree from being knocked out. 1 for 1300. All right, so that's not that's not in our purview for a while then. It would seem. Feel like it's gonna be a while for getting enough blood for that to happen. I know it's next gonna be a Risk of Rain stream. I lied. Like I am known to occasionally do, I did lie. And I don't apologize. You know I lie. You know I lie to my audience. You shouldn't be surprised if you are. Yeah, statements that my next stream would be Risk of Rain were false. I felt like playing Scourgebringer today. Totally, when I was just spent the beginning of the stream deciding what game I would play, that was me setting up for the lies. Totally wasn't I forgot I said I'd play Risk of Rain. I would never do such a thing. No, instead I deceived you with my clever wits. It's totally what happened. Smash bullets deal 50% more damage. Sure. Feel like we're going to be relying a lot on smashed bullets in the bodybuilder fight. I can sense that in my bones. Seems like the bosses are always at some point like kind of off map. Not off map, but like extended far away. Like they have paths, like holes leading to them. Stretches of map. Okay, I'll show you what I mean in a second. Because I'm not doing a good job articulating it, I can already tell. Yeah, I'll take that. Did I smash that item into giving me less healing? God damn it. I know sometimes smashing an item changes what it is or what it does. I think because I swear it said 2 healing, and then I didn't get 2 healing. I think I smashed that item and made it less valuable. Maybe I'm wrong and this is the fever dream I had and that's not a real part of this game, but I feel like it is. Alright. No boss yet. Oh, I think I have to clear out the room before I can interact with that. Makes sense. Isaac does that too. Interact. Pick you up. And again, when this goes to YouTube, you can just pause the video if you really care about what that says. Or you can buy the game. Alternatively, that's an option you have too. You could just buy the game. Not that expensive. It's actually, I think, $10, $15. Like, buy the game. It's a good game. Support indie devs. The indie devs deserve your money a lot more than AAA studios. Okay, so my theory was wrong. So I'm not gonna go back and articulating it, because it appears I was incorrect anyways. So there's no point in verifying. You're just gonna have to wonder what I meant and decide for yourselves. And I am going to forever leave it a mystery, because I guarantee you by the end of the stream I'll have completely forgotten what I was gonna say anyways. And I'll have forgotten what was on my mind. Because ADHD does that to you. We got blood. Where is the judge and his blood, though? We gotta find that out. Alright. I'll take a strange egg. Yeah, let's do the slow route. Let's do the scenic method of travel. I don't know if this game has multiplayer. If it does, that'd be awesome. I don't think it does. This would be a massively fun multiplayer game, though. Like, in general, like, I love multiplayer roguelites. They're some of the most chaotic gaming experiences you can have, especially Isaac. Isaac can get borderline incomprehensible, especially if you're playing with portfolio enabled, but even if you're not, like, that game gets pretty crazy in co-op. If you've never played co-op Isaac, but you have friends who have Isaac, what are you doing, frankly? It's like the best experience ever. And I would absolutely recommend it, especially now that, next month isn't the online update coming out? Like in November? If you don't have Isaac Repentance, grab it, basically. It's some of the most fun you can have with online modes in games. And some of the most fun you can have with the game in general. Like, if you like roguelites, Isaac is basically the grandfather of all modern roguelites. So, again, I don't see how you wouldn't enjoy it. Like, I know I've played it a lot on this channel. I think it's still, right now, my longest series, if you don't count, Meta and Friends. Well, that's less of a series and more of just a playlist. Alright, so I think it goes toward my cursor. Oh, there's a lot of damage. There we go. We avoided it masterfully. That was the wrong button. No, we avoided it, not in the way I wanted to, though. I think for bosses, it's going to be general strategies to focus more on deflecting than direct attacks. Even if it is a little bit boring to... Oh, fuck, it's done. Not for very long, though. Well, yep, now he's getting more aggressive with it. Ouch. Uh-oh. No. There we go. We got him. Alright, so we did get at least one body boulder clear. That's nice. Into, I think this is a, yeah, ice level. Give me shit. I can see you're doing well. May I spice things up? Here's the deal. Reach around fast enough and I'll be there to surprise you. Alright, so it's like the time capsules in Ember Knights. And here's my first gift. Alright. Yeah, I know this gets like, it's kind of a similar deal with how Isaac handles things, where the enemies are like similar throughout the game, but progressively a lot more difficult. Yeah, I mean, some of the same ones, as you can clearly see. And I don't need to narrate to you, but I'm going to anyways, because I don't really know what to commentate about at this point. Because I'm not really a competent streamer. Okay, but that didn't last long. That didn't last long at all, but we did make progress. What's the old Elax gotta say? Gold. That must be, yes, the quiet place, too composed to live. Build a combo meter based on your speed and attack variety. The bigger the meter, the more the droplets. Combo tabs if hit. Alright. The accumulation of blood. How do I unlock Fury? I remember Fury being quite powerful. Striking smashed enemies are projected towards other enemies, inflicting more damage upon contact. Alright. Smashing an item from greed will transmute it into a more rare item of the same type, adding 50% to its price. Oh, we only had... Oh, that costs 3, alright. Yeah, but I think the smashing and deflecting method for bosses is gonna work a lot better than what we were doing. Good coffee. When people say, like, oh, I like my coffee black, I think they're lying. I think everyone who says I like black coffee is a big liar. Like, no, you don't. You're just trying to look manly. Like, you don't like black coffee. Our human taste buds aren't built to like bitterness. They aren't built to like burnt flavors. Like, you don't like black coffee. You want people to think you do, or maybe you do because you've somehow convinced yourself that masculinity requires you to like black coffee or things that generally just taste horrible. But you don't. Like, you like coffee with cream, sugar, foam, all that nonsense. You like it just like the rest of us do. Don't try and act cool. Because you're not acting cool. No one buys it. No one buys that you like your coffee black. Like, I've never seen anyone who says I take my coffee black actually drink a cup of coffee on that note. Because, like, coffee isn't a good beverage. Coffee tastes horrible. At least, you know, when it's made like the way people averagely make it. And, like, they leave it on the hot plate to roast even longer. Because they think that's just keeping it warm. Because warmth somehow is fresh. Which isn't how that works. Or they're just making their coffee taste worse. But yeah, by the way, if you didn't know that, if your coffee maker has a hot plate, take your coffee off of that shit as soon as you can. I guarantee you, like, watch the Technology Connections video on how coffee makers work. Don't sit your coffee down on that plate for too long. Take it off as soon as you can. Because you burn your coffee. I know it sounds weird to think of a beverage burning, but trust me, your coffee can burn, and that's why your coffee often tastes burnt. Like, you are burning it. And you're making it worse. Like, and a lot of coffee shops do that because, of course, like, consumers can associate warmth with fresh. So, like, that applies to some foods and beverages. Like, a cold pizza, the cheese often, like, as it cools, hardens to a point where, like, the kind of flavor of it is lost. And, like, the tastiness of it is lost. And, you know, the texture people are looking for out of cheese on pizza. Like, I would argue pizza, as it cools down, becomes less fresh, but not coffee. Or, like, a soda. Like, you know, as it sits, it goes flat. Like, flat soda is not fresh. But, like, also, who the fuck gives a shit about fresh soda? What am I going on about? I don't know. Controversial take. I don't care if soda is flat. I'll still drink it. In some cases, with some sodas, I think them going flat makes them taste better. Like Pepsi. Well, I never wait around for a Pepsi to get flat because I'm not weird. I do think Pepsi is a much more palatable beverage when it's flat. New bosses. All right, I was wrong. This game does have variable bosses. There we go. It's almost dead. You feel it in my bones? There we go. Though I shouldn't have fought it like that. I took so much. Oh, wait. I still gotta kill the leeches. I forgot they were even in here. I took so much more damage than I had to. Alright, we're gonna teleport here. Right. Escape isn't exit menu. Body boulder. We don't have nearly enough HP for you. Right, fuck. Right, you just missed that time. I didn't even dodge right. You just flat out missed. But you did make up for it. Ow. I didn't know he was capable of missing. It's kind of interesting. Nothing to say to me this time? Is that a ghost from Destiny? It kind of looks like one. I doubt it's supposed to be one, though. We continue. Alright, looks like our timer is over. Right, yes, I get it. Okay.